3, 2. All right, good day, and welcome to another episode of Road FS Detail Memoirs, where we're exploring the movers, the shakers, and I'm telling you, we got a mover today. But before we get to him, I'm Jody.
And I'm Rod. We are always sponsored by Road FS, as you know, if you've ever seen the show. Hey, last month we had an awesome winner of the giveaway of our Buff and Shine pads.
Jose Vega.
2021 Business Enhancement. Jose Vega actually won while he was on screen, and it was fantastic. It was unbelievable. So get your name in this bucket. Just go out to social media, hashtag RoadFS, hashtag Buff and Shine Manufacturing, and hashtag Reflection Artist, and post something about us, and we'll get your name in this thing right here. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe, and you'll be in for a big box of goodies. So, but today we are Sharman Brown.
Mr. Sharman, how you doing, brother?
Man, doing well, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Oh man, we're super excited. I'm just bummed that Jason couldn't join you because I like razzing him.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, he had to be out in the field today knocking out some work, so I'm holding down the fort for it.
Hey, somebody's got to do the work around here,
Yeah.
Right? So It's like, look, you're going. I'll be the pretty face. You do the work.
Right. And what's cool is we just added a new guy this
cool.
week, so we've been expanding on that end, and we've been working them in nice. So it's good to have that third leg, and we're just looking forward to even more growth. So
that's fantastic.
Awesome. So is it just sheer volume of work coming in, or did you guys take on a new line of business, or?
I would say the workload is increasing. As far as location wise, you know what I'm saying? It's a masterpiece brand. We're branching out to Houston now, and we're adding an additional location in Dallas. So we'll have 2 hubs in Dallas that we'll have rolling, and we're starting our Houston branch hopefully in the next month, man.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. So
you guys do some different things. So this is what type of work is this? Is this dealership, or because I know you do events as well?
So no, this is not dealership. This is basically a residential. You're basically client. Your client base. Just regular details. Of course, your paint correction, ceramic coatings, and that sort of type of services. But it's the full line of detailing, man, from hand washes to your premium details to your enhancing and to your protection packages. So yeah, it's been good.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I know you guys are picture wise, and some of the images and some of the stuff I see of what you guys do. You guys deal a lot with the high end stuff, and so obviously your reputation's following you, and you're getting people that are following you because of that.
Right, for sure, man. Oh yeah.
So how did you and Jason get started together?
Man, so me and Jason got started together through my wife's, one of her first cousin's husband. They went to college together at ACU in Abilene, and we went to church together, me and his friends. So we go to church together, and I was doing my own thing, detailing, starting out. And, Jason was on the road doing his thing with, that company and whatnot. And we had a meeting one day, and we was like, talked about detailing and whatnot, and, started working, events and stuff like that together. And I don't know, we just kind of built that bond, man, as brothers, for one. And then 2 as businessmen, and then 3 just 2 guys that have 2 common goals, And it was like, hey, what do you think about bringing our branch together and making it something bigger? And that's how we basically started, man.
Yeah. So usually we get people that are like 2 camps, right? You either have a real passion for business, or you're a real passion for cars, which led to the business. So where do you fall in that thing? Are you a car guy, or are you a business?
I'm actually, I say I'm a little bit of both, but I say more so on the car side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love cars, but I've always wanted to be a business owner ever since I was small. So I mean, it's kind of balanced, but I'm definitely a car guy.
Yep. Yes. Well, that's and I find that I've just no research or anything, but we just kind of anecdotally talk to people all the time. And that's one of the things I think that for me, it really leads to, if you're passionate about the thing you're working on, to me, that enhances your business, right?
Right, most definitely. You gotta have that, you gotta have that love and one or the other, but it's to each his own.
So how have you and Jason strategically grown your business over the time that you guys have worked together?
So basically, we really, really pride ourselves on the professionalism part. We would like really, really make sure everything looks up to par as far as our clothes, the van we drive, the building that we have to, people come in to bring their cars in to the website, just everything looking up to par to where people really, would want to spend money with a company that, cares about that type of thing. And that's one thing. And then again, just like just the love of the hustle, I mean, just getting up every morning and just attacking, having goals, reaching goals, and just continuing to invest in ourselves, man. So those are two big things, man.
So one of the things that you and I were talking about, actually the three of us were talking about one time, you guys do something unique in that you actually go into events and detail all of the cars for events. I mean, that's kind of a secret, right? I'm sorry. But, that's kind of a unique aspect. Let's talk about, what does that look like? And I mean, it probably gives you a lot of exposure, especially in the Texas area, to go, hey, these guys are truly not only phenomenal businessmen, but they are true masters in their craft.
Yeah. It's kind of breaking up, Jody. I'm not going.
Oh man, did you hear me now?
Yeah, it's choppy though, man.
Oh man, what is going on?
So basically, it's just, if you can hear me, is what is the advantage, or how do you guys pick up those kind of events, and what does that look like for your team?
Oh, okay. So basically, with that part, man, we do a lot of events and stuff with like Porsche, Bentley, Mercedes-AMG, Toyota, just major events and stuff with these companies, showcase these vehicles. And that's another avenue of income for detailers, where they have guys like us come detail the cars, come manage the fleet, basically, stage the vehicles, clean the vehicles, all that sort of thing. And we're blessed to have those type of relationships with those decision makers. You know what I'm saying? And we've been, around the country, all over, from California to New York to Florida, you name it. We've been out there, so we pride ourselves on making that brand, what Masterpiece is. So ALD Auto Care is the name of that brand, to be exact, guys. And that's our second, our second baby that we're breeding right now.
That's awesome. Really exciting, because I think a lot of detailers, they look at people like you and they're like, wow, man, they get to work on some really trick cars. And it's like, man, I want to be in that circle. And you know what? There's different circles to be in the industry. Some guys are mobile, some are dealership. You guys are on the retail and the elite side.
Exactly.
And that's gotta bring you some real, not only excitement for those events, but also going, yeah, I did that.
No, it's definitely cool, man, just to getting out to see different places. For one, just being around those exclusive type events, and just being around, the people that really, build those brands, and, really a part of those, the car making processes, to the decision making of, anything about, the brand or whatever it may be. And it's just cool to be hands-on, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, awesome. But I think that's a really good lesson for other businesses, because a lot of folks, everybody wants to work on a McLaren, everybody wants to detail a Ferrari, but the thing about it is that most people that want to do that shy away from the retail side, because they're like, oh, I don't want to work on somebody's, Durango or somebody's new Volkswagen.
Right.
The point is, that's the bread and butter. I mean, that's just income. That's, like you're saying, love the hustle. You're out there making money so that you can build up your brand and do other stuff. And you get to do both. You get to satisfy a retail customer, plus you get to go work on the elite stuff. And I think that's a good lesson for a lot of people.
It's the best of both worlds, man.
Right on.
Like, I just think about you, and I'm like, every day it's like I get to choose to get up, and I get to choose to work with a partner that I really enjoy. And I think that really has a lot of power when not only do you like what you're doing, you enjoy who you work with most days. Right. But you know, but the one thing that you said at the very beginning is you guys had a common goal.
Right.
So talk about how you guys are working as a team to build your business, because a lot of times guys are sole operators or they don't have a partner. How's that dynamic been for you guys?
Basically, like, you know, I know a lot of guys that's, you know, really stuck on like, I want to be just me, or I don't want to bring in another guy for me to teach him everything and for him to go on his own, or you know, just little stuff like that. But on the real of it, it's really just understanding like it's gonna take two is better than one. I just put it like that. Two beats one any day. You know what I'm saying? So anything that I may not think, he can think, and the things that he doesn't think, I think, and I think that's what makes, you know, a great team that we can, you know, continue to build on.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of people miss out on that because they think if it's just me, then I can control the situation and nobody else is going to screw it up. The problem is you cannot be everything. You can only do so much.
You can only do so much.
And when you bring two people into it, it's almost like one person can do one thing, one other person can do one thing. When you bring it together, it's almost like you can do 1.5 or 3, 2.5 or 3 things that you can get something else done. And then the power for you guys to bring in a third person, it really frees you guys up a lot. As Jody and I brought a guy in years and years ago, and there's 12 of us total, but we brought in a guy specifically to take some of the load off of us and some of the things we do. And it is it is insane.
Yes!
It is so great.
It's great, man. And yeah, no, I understand all of that. So we love it. So it's great. It's great growing.
So as you guys are coming out of 2020, are the people that you're doing events for, are they looking to do events in 2021, or are they still kind of hesitant?
Pretty much. 2021 is gonna go, you know, it's gonna go on. You know, things are not getting really better, but as far as understanding the protocol of how to run events, these companies understand, you know, how to go forward from now on. So things aren't going on right now, but you'll start to see, you know, things start to go on in the spring and the summer and whatnot. So they're really finding different ways, you know, to have these events, not so much having them at big buildings, you know what I'm saying? Maybe smaller venues, you know, maybe longer days, you know what I'm saying? You know, just stuff like that. And it's a change, you know, definitely from 2020, but they figured it out. They're figuring it out. They're making changes. So it's going on. It's going on.
Yeah.
And that's an important lesson that we've seen across many companies that we've talked to, business owners, is, you know, they may have had the hiccup, especially in the early parts of 2020 COVID craziness. But as we kind of navigated and learned and said, all right, we're going to put these systems in place that will enable us to continue driving business, because we're all essential to our families, right? So whether you're an essential worker to somebody else may be up for debate, but you're an essential worker for your team and for your company. And you're like, I got to figure this baby out.
That's it. Most definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, most people got a great attitude about it and just say, I'm just going to do what I got to do.
That's it.
You know, you adapt and you overcome. And that's like you're saying with the events. It's like, if there's a way we can go do something and I can show up and I can still do what I do, but I got to have a piece of cloth over my face, or I got to stand 6 feet apart, or whatever. As long as I can do me, then we're good. We can still go do our thing. And I think that's kind of the lesson out of 2020 is like, don't just curl up in a corner and suck your thumb. Is get out there and make it happen and figure out how to change and adapt with whatever's going on. And I think, for Jody and I, we started this company in 2009, right at the bottom end of the world as far as the economy went.
Right.
And so 2020 hit, and we went, okay, we're gonna do more conference calls. We're gonna tighten some things up, adjust the knobs. We're gonna do whatever we got to do. And I think the people that have been successful, that's what they've done.
So what are some of the key things you and Jason have done that have really helped grow your business?
Really structure. Structure is key. Structure, and basically just investing in ourselves. I say those two things. If the structure is there, the system, as in what you do, how you do it, the ins and outs of it. If your system is there, and you're able to continue to pour into your business, and you're able to adjust, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be successful. But the system and the structure and the foundation has to be laid, and the kinks have to be worked out and whatnot to to figure it out. And so we're not to the point where things are rolling and we bumped our heads a few times or whatnot, and we'll continue to do that. But we have more of an understanding of what masterpiece can really be.
Yeah.
What does investing in yourself look like to you guys?
Just always, trying to make things better as far as your, appearance, just the maybe the products you use, maybe your marketing, I can go on and on. It's a lot of little things. It's really the little things. You know what I'm saying? The little things that go a long way. Just small things, man.
Well, and I like that mindset because I've talked to both you and Jason. You guys really are the epitome of the name masterpiece, right? You're like, I'm going to master my craft. I'm going to master my business processes. I'm going to master my relationships. And I think a lot of people think, oh, it's not that big a deal. I'll just let that slide. But you guys, from my experience with you, are not letting the little things slide.
Right. Most definitely.
And I think that a lot of people don't. If people that I see get in the industry and then they're immediately out, they look at it as it's just a job.
No.
Whereas the people that are in it, that stay in it and love doing it, they're an artist, right? They don't have a brush and a canvas. They got a body panel and a polisher, and that's their art. And you can definitely tell the difference because those little things. Obviously, it's the word detailing or paint correction. You are perfecting something, or you're making it better all the time. And I think a lot of people, they don't equate that to their business. It's the same thing, man. You got to constantly polish it. You know what I mean? And you got to constantly finesse the business to make it perfect. You're correcting the business all the time. It's never stopped. So I like that philosophy. I like what you guys, the first time we met you guys, I liked the way you guys handle your business, and just the philosophy that you had about business in general, right? It wasn't follow the 5 bouncing ball instructions from whoever's the business expert of this week. It was do our thing and make ourselves known, and then make it perfect it and hone it in all the time.
That's it. That's the medicine, man. And one other thing I didn't mention that was really, really big for us in our growth is the relationship building, man. I can't stress, just the importance of relationships, just building that people touch, that reach, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being on people's hearts, having that impression on people, and it goes a long way, and just sticking with people, communicating well, and it goes a long, long way, man. So I definitely add that.
Yeah. So when you talk about relationships, I think you're talking a lot more about more than just your customer's relationship. You're talking about who am I within the industry building and collaborating with and learning from.
Exactly.
No, I'm not just focused on my customer. I'm also trying to bring in my circle to elevate my game and elevate, those in my circle's game.
Most definitely. It's much more broader than just your clientele. It can be the guy that's cutting grass next door. I mean, he doesn't detail, but you never know. You never know. Y'all might need each other for something, and that's just how we collaborate, man. So
right. Well, and I notice you guys stay out of all the social media BS. You're not in all these rants and dogging somebody's product and all stuff. I see people hammering on businesses every day. Right. It's this company or that company and how horrible they are. And I'm like, man, someday you're going to need that guy. And you're not going to have it. It's going to come back and haunt you, or a customer is going to see the way you're treating somebody else. Right. Everything you say matters. And I think people forget that it is a constant thing, whether this logo on my shirt, it doesn't matter if I'm at work or I'm somewhere else, somebody sees that, and you gotta constantly have that image out there, and you always got to be above, man. Always stay above.
Most definitely.
Now, one of the things, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have a new addition coming to your family.
Man, I do. I got a son. My boy, my number 2. It's due in May, man. So we're real excited about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
That's
sweet. Awesome.
That's sweet. Yeah, I think people don't. I was chatting with a detailer last night on Facebook about it, and we were saying that once you have kids, it's you go to a higher level. Your image, everything you do, you have to be at that higher level, because now you got somebody else looking up to you, man. You are a god to your children. They are, man. You are the top of the tier,
until they turn 13.
I hope not that early.
Yeah. But you have to put yourself on the higher level, and you can never give up. That's it. There's no give up anymore. That's one thing that once you take on that responsibility, and it really soaks in how important that is. You're there's a day, I think, in everybody's life when they have that first child, when you realize, I am responsible for another human's life,
man.
And if I don't get my stuff together, how am I supposed to make this person's stuff together? And so you just elevate your stuff up, and that's how it is, man. You are the rock. So
that's it. We're the rock.
I love it. I have a real respect for anybody that has multiple children, even one child as well, but multiple children, because you're juggling a lot at that point, man. You're not just juggling yourself. So
well, and your queen just looks lovely, man. I'm like, yeah, they got a good relationship. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, no, that's congratulations. We're excited for you.
Thanks
so how do people find you, man?
Find me on Instagram at Masterpiece Auto. Facebook at Masterpiece Auto DFW. Phone number 972-885-9177. If you want to shoot me an email, that's info@masterpieceauto.com. Other than that, usually on Instagram, man, at Masterpiece Auto.
Yeah, you're always on Instagram.
You gotta go check out the Instagram. If you haven't seen them, go check out their stuff, because they do some great work. So
before we bounce, do you have one last nugget, one masterpiece nugget that you just think's critical for guys growing their business?
One critical thing. Time. Don't waste it. Cherish it, but know things take time. Great things take time. So I just tell them time. Nothing happens overnight.
That's sweet. That is awesome, because I think a lot of people don't enjoy the journey, right? I mean,
you got to enjoy the journey, right?
You can't go from 1 to 75 employees overnight. You got to take those steps. So
most definitely.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on our show. Give that queen of yours the love from the Zimmer team.
Most definitely.
Tell Jason he was missed, and yeah, he still lost by 1 point in bowling, but he can try. We can go at it again, and he'll probably beat me by 10. That's fine. I don't mind losing to either one of you guys. It was just fun doing it. So
it was a ball, man. A memory I'll never forget, man.
Yeah. Well, you guys have a fantastic day. Those of you tuning in, thank you so much. Make sure you check out Jason and Sharman on Masterpiece Auto on Instagram. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, to the YouTube and subscribe. Get in here. We'll check back with you in May and see how your new son's doing.
For sure, man. Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, peace. You guys have a great day.
All right. Thanks a lot.
See you, brother.
All right, man. You too.